I'm looking at the list here of the movies that are debuting this weekend. I don't know. We'll have to see what Willie says, but I don't think this Bad Santa 2 is going to be. I don't know, Willie. What do you think? Bad Santa 2?
Bad Santa 2 was a horrible, horrible mistake.
Okay.
My God, I love the first Bad Santa. The first Bad Santa is hilarious. The foul-mouthed Billy Bob Thornton just ripping on little kids and all the things that are crazy about the holidays. And yet they decided to do another one because, we already had Happily Ever After in the first movie.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go screw that up. I mean, there's one reason they made Bad Santa 2, because somebody wanted to make a lot of money.
What are you giving Bad Santa 2?
I'm going 2 waffles. The only thing that saves it is Kathy Bates playing Billy Bob's mom. The whole idea is that, it's like 15 years later or however long it's been. I think it's been 13 years since the first Bad Santa came out. And Billy Bob has ruined everything from the happy ending. He's now living in Arizona and destitute when his old buddy finally gets out of jail, played by Tony Cox. And he says, hey, I got this job lined up in Chicago. We're going to rip off this charity that has a ton of money. Yeah. Oh, and there's a secret partner, and he finds out when he gets to Chicago, it's Billy Bob's mom.
Now, who's playing his mom?
Kathy Bates, who's practically the same age.
Yeah, what is up with him? She was 7 when she had him. It was amazing. It was a miracle.
Well, in the movie, they say she was like 13 or 14. I'm like, the math still doesn't add up.
No. Oh, Lord. All right. So, okay. But you could always go out and download Bad Santa 1 and watch that.
Oh, dear God, please do that every time of the week. I mean, that one, that's the thing. Bad Santa 2, it feels like they're just trying to recreate a lot of those scenes and a lot of that dialogue that was so funny the first time around. Well, it's funny the first time around because I'd never seen it before. This time I have.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I want to move through these quickly, and then I want to go through the list of what's out there right now that people could see on this very busy movie weekend. Mona. Do I say that right?
It would be Moana.
Moana.
Okay. Yes, and this is The Rock trying to sing his way into your heart this Thanksgiving. And, an animated Disney tale about the young Hawaiian princess who needs to save the tribe by traveling out beyond the reef where nobody's gone before.
So this is animated, right? This is an animated thing?
It's animated. Yeah. It's a musical. There's lots of singing and dancing in this movie. And it really is a typical Disney movie. We've got some potty humor and silliness to keep kids laughing. We've got the singing and dancing. We've got a heroine who's going to overcome the odds because she's got heart and soul. And it's okay. It's entertaining enough. I'd go 2.5 waffles. Right. I like The Rock. I think The Rock and his charm is what makes it work.
Allied. This is Brad Pitt in this one, right?
Yeah, Brad Pitt in a World War II movie playing this Canadian spy who's working for the British. He's teamed up with a French resistance fighter played by Marion Cotillard. And they're in Casablanca, and they have to take out a Nazi. And then, you like down the road, it turns out they're married. But the British think that she might be a double agent. Yeah, and there should be so much more intrigue, so much more of a cat and mouse game between the two of them as Brad Pitt tries to figure out if she's a spy or not. But it's still pretty good. It's got a good plot. I think Marion Cotillard is wonderful and intriguing and mysterious. I go 2.5 waffles for Allied.
All right, and then Rules Don't Apply, and this is the return of Warren Beatty.
Yeah, directing and writing and starring as Howard Hughes in the 1950s, running RKO Studios, and this is completely based on nothing. I mean, there's some truth to what they talk about, that Howard Hughes had all this bevy of beauties that were all starlets who wanted to be big stars, and they thought they might be, and then Warren Beatty kind of took a shine to them and put them up in nice houses and took care of them, and they all hoped that maybe they'd get a chance to be in a movie. And one of them is played by Lily Collins, and then we see that, she's kind of the typical, Midwestern girl, Miss Innocent, who's coming to Hollywood and getting corrupted, and she falls in love with the limo driver, and that's a no-no, so we have to wonder, how are they going to be able to pull this off? And it's a movie that I think is very, very funny. I think Warren Beatty is great as Howard Hughes. He's really showing Howard Hughes in that time when he's starting to kind of lose his mind. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, he started suffering from dementia. And, that's not funny. I don't want to make light of it.
Yeah.
But, in the movie, it has him engaging in all these crazy antics and saying all these crazy things. And that's really where your entertainment's coming from. Another 2.5 Waffle movie. I think, a decent, solid movie.
The thing is about you can go loose, really handle the script loosely, and when it comes to based on history with Howard Hughes, because you can say it could have happened, right? I mean, that could have happened.
Right. Anything could have happened with Howard Hughes.
Okay, so now here we are on Thanksgiving weekend, and there are other movies that are out there. What else should people think about seeing this weekend?
I still think Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is a very entertaining, magical kind of movie. I think that's a good winner. That's the one that really stands out to me. Sully, I think, is still playing in some theaters. If you want to have some fun with that, I think that was a fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find it maybe like in your dollar theater, your second-run theater still has that. So you've got that going on. I wasn't a big fan of Trolls. I know a lot of other people were. Another kids movie about the trolls trying to get back and back to their native land. And,
what about the Harry Potter movie there?
Well, that's the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Worth seeing.
And that's probably your best bet. I mean, I still think a movie. I think we talked about it last week, and I think it really deserves a lot more attention. Is this Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk? This great film about this young soldier who's back from Iraq in 2004. He committed one of the most amazing acts of heroism you can ever imagine. Now he's being taken on this PR tour to drum up support for the war, and we see what's going on this day when he's in Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. He's going to be in the halftime show, and we're seeing all the craziness around him and the way people are trying to use him and his buddies, the troubles that they face after going through the war, how they're feeling about this act of heroism, which they didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
And so all of that, I think, really comes together in an amazing way. And Steve Martin playing a Jerry Jones owner of the Dallas Cowboys is worth the price of ticket alone.
How about the one where the kid went off to war and he didn't believe in war because of religion?
Hacksaw Ridge. That's another really good one. Andrew Garfield in the Mel Gibson directed movie, and if you can forget about Mel Gibson, you can really enjoy the movie because he's a horrible human being. Let's just say it out loud.
Yeah.
But man, the guy's a great director, and the way he plays with images and the way he puts together the scenes of this idyllic North Carolina where the kid grows up versus the horrible, the horror he faces in Okinawa, I just think is amazing. I think Andrew Garfield is kind of underrated as an actor. He gets a chance to really show you something special here. Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge, just be careful.
Right.
It's extremely violent and graphic, so you got to keep that in mind.
All right, Willie, enjoy the holiday. Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, thank you. You too. Come on. Eat a lot of pumpkin pie. That's the only prescription I'm putting out there.
No doubt. All right, thanks, Willie.